Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So, today I am going to do a ghost swipe. So I got some new paints. I've been waiting over a month for these to arrive, so I was quite anxious to get to use them. So, whenever I get new paints, I always try and do a ghost swipe first, because one, it uses a low amount of paint, and two, it allows me to see how the paints behave, their thickness and what they actually want to do. So that was the main reason I always try a ghost swipe when I get a new set of paints. So I'll pick up this bottle, Decoart Americana Enchanted. So they look like this pale white colour, but they dry iridescent. So I've put a little bit of paint on the lid here. It's still half dry, so it's not completely dry. So this is the blue one. So it's kind of got like a white but iridescent colour come through. This is the gold one. The other two have got stickers on the lids, so I can't actually put a daub on there just yet. But awesome. So altogether I've got blue, gold, green and violet. So I'm just going to use these four colours for today. It's the only issue, I have to keep the bottle next to the actual paint. Otherwise, I don't know which colour is what, because all of them are the same whitey, creamy colour. So I'm just moving these out the way while I do my base coat. So, with my base coat, I have actually I painted the corners, because they can sometimes, depending on whether the people in the factory, when they make the canvas, there's any oil or not, sometimes it separates. So I've done this time. And I've also got, for some contrast, holcroft black. So the holcroft black is 4 grams paint and for 12 grams floetrol. The enchanted paints were 4 grams paint and 8 grams floetrol. They seemed a bit thinner, so I only did them 2-to-1. I did the black holcroft 3-to-1, and this is a deep blue, so it is marte phthalo blue. I think it was about 36 grams. I've added between 3 and 4 grams of black, and then I've added 4 times floetrol. So I've got it written down. I think I put in 160 floetrol. So what I am going to do is I've just done a quick little paint around the edge. It's not fully dry, but it's dry enough for me to be happy with. I should have plenty of paint here. Because I mix colours, don't scrape the cup completely, because if you get any part in there that was still black or still blue, that will show in the artwork. So these enchanted paints, I think they show their shimmer best on black, but I want to do one in a blue colour, not black. So this is my fun test. So I'm just spreading the paint out with my palette knife. I shouldn't have to cover the sides because I've already painted them for now, but I am going to tilt this. So it's just precautions. It's not exactly something that has to be done exactly, and you don't have to do this. The canvases I used to get were the same brand. They never used to have that slight separation with an oil, but I feel like the last few that I've made, don't know whether they've made more because more people were doing art during COVID, so they might have just been a little bit more lax with their cleaning procedures. I don't know. But there's plenty of paint here. So like normal, I am going to clean off my tool straight away. And I better put gloves on or I'm going to be covered in paint. Where did I? Oh, right in front of me. So I'll put my gloves on and I'm just going to tilt this over all four corners and sides just so it's evenly covered. Okay. So over. Pretty sure I've got enough paint for this to go quite smoothly. So you could just make up extra paint and just tilt it over and not spread it out, but I'm being efficient with my paint as much as I can. Still a lot comes off it, but you don't want to have not enough. That last little bit, come on. Oh. This is always the fun part. The bigger the canvas, the more bigger work area I need, and I'm starting to need a bigger work area. The canvas is a 12 by 24. There's a couple little spots here that it didn't want to go over properly, so I'm just going to dab some on. And then it will go over those edges better. Sometimes it just behaves a little bit indifferent. Okay, so I'm still going to finish tilting. I just wanted those little bits covered. So as I get to the last side, it starts flowing a lot slower. Which is good because I do not want excess paint sitting on this canvas. We like to get majority of it. Let me just check that corner. Nearly there. We like to get majority of the excess paint off when I do these swipes. So it just means that the paint doesn't get overly buried underneath all the base. Now I'm just going to have a quick look at all my sides and the back. That looks good. Okay. I'm going to run my finger along to get the excess off. Okay. Awesome. Now I take my gloves off because they're just going to get in my way. So I'm going to get my paper towel that I wipe my swipe cards onto, and I have my swipe cards, which I've actually cut thinner this time. So it's one card, square card, that I've cut into thirds. I sometimes cut them into halves. It just depends. This time I thought I'd try something a little bit different. Let me just double check we're recording before I continue. Yep, everything's moving along. Now, I just got to work out what order I want to do these. green, blue, purple, gold. I think I'll do that. Green, blue, purple, gold, and my black, which I haven't quite decided which spot to put the black in, whether I should do it halfway through or on the top like I normally do. I'm actually thinking I might put it in halfway, so I might go 2 colours black, then the other 2 colours. So like everything, just give it a quick little stir before you pour. Now we want to pour just off the canvas, all the way across until it's just off the canvas, and I'm going to do my wiggles. There we go. So you'll get different reactions with different paints. And I don't know how these are going to work until they're on the canvas ultimately. Now I'm going to go the black, which I normally put the black at the top, but I'm going to do that now. Come on, drip. No. Now this one should be the purple. And then last of all, gold. So I don't know how these are going to turn out in a ghost swipe. They might want to be thicker, so they may look a bit washed out. I don't really know. But that's the fun. That's the fun of trying something new. Okay, my cards, which I kind of feel I might have. Oh, I wonder if I've got 2 thinner ones for such a wide canvas. I do. I think they're too thin. So I'm going to change it back to half cards. So all as I do is just get my card and just cut it in half. I've used plastic for this before as well in the past. I know people that use playing cards. There's all different things you can use. So now I've got ones this thickness instead of that thickness. I think it's just going to be a bit better. Who knows, it might not be. We'll have to wait and see. So I get my card, I put it about halfway and I drag it. And then lift it. Again, halfway, drag and lift. Drag and lift. Pretty much how I do my other ghost swipes. It's just new paints, so I just want to see how they go and what they look like. One more swipe. Now I'm turning my card around, my swipe card, it's getting to curling. And if your swipe paper towel is getting too wet, change it out, turn it over. You don't want to ruin an artwork just because of one piece of card or a paper towel. As much as I try and save things as much as I can, if you feel like you're going to ruin a whole artwork, you've actually wasted more by ruining your artwork. Than you have by getting rid of a paper towel. Alright, that one there is get myself a fresh one. I have to move my cards. I've run out of space. I've got a fresh card too now. So I'd seen these paints for a while and I wanted to get them, but I didn't know they were a couple of dollars more, and I thought, oh, I'll wait. And then I thought, no, I'm going to get them. And then as I got them, I've seen some other people do some artworks with these paints, and I'm like, was just anticipating for them to arrive so much. Okay, now I got to turn the canvas around because I find it so much easier to swipe towards me than away from me. So I just pick it up from underneath, turn it, and put it back down. And then clean my fingers. So these might have looked better if they were on a black, not a dark blue, but I wanted something different. So that was my choice. Now, when you do this, you try and grab where you got it from before and do the same thing. Drag towards you and lift. Okay. Turning that card around because it's a little bit soft. I'm going to swipe a tiny little bit again. I don't like doing this, but I nipped the canvas. The card pressed down slightly hard in that one spot and just showed a little bit of the canvas. So, and then when trying to fix it, my knuckle touched there. So that's why there's a little bit of paint left in my cup. So turn my card around, swipe and lift. So that's why you can't press too hard when you do this. Swipe and lift. For me, the card's kind of balancing, like it hits the surface and then I'm just dragging it across. I'm not really pushing down at all. I'm going to swap cards. I don't like that one now. Once it starts to bend, I swap it out. I'm more likely to make a mistake than to make it look good. I'm getting nice cells. It is a decoart paint, so decoart paint seems to always give me cells. So I'm turning this card around again. Swipe and lift. Pretty simple. And this will not show its full potential till it dries. Now, I have to grab something. Where did I put my tweezers? I have to find my tweezers for a second. I thought there was a clump, and there was. I don't know where they were. I don't know where they disappeared to. I wouldn't have moved them. Maybe they've fallen off the back of my art table, which I can't get to while I've got an artwork on there. But I need them. Oh, is this another pair? These might work. I think these came with the same set. Okay, there was a clump. And it was a clump in the white. It looks like a piece of plastic. That will fix itself up while it's still wet. When I poured it out, I thought I saw something fall out. Awesome. So there we go. Now this will slightly, so the cells will kind of adapt a little bit more as they go. See how there's none here, but that's only because these have had time to settle in. My line is relatively level. Sometimes it moves a little bit depending on how much paint is on the canvas and if it's heavy. But overall, that there is now done. Don't need to do too much changes. Well, actually, I won't do any changes. I will leave that as is. And I'm quite pleased with it. It looks cool for the moment, but once this dries, I'm really going to see what it's going to be like. It's going to add so much more potential and dimension to it, because these, see how they were white or clear? No, they're like a cream, a milk color. They will dry so much different. So now I'm just going to bring you down for a close-up. And there we go. Sorry about the lights for the moment, but I can't do much. If I turn them off, you won't be able to see too much. But this is what it looks like for the moment, and I cannot wait to see how it dries. I might try and add a short little dried video to the end of this if I can. But yeah, even there, you can see there's a gold, you can see there's the green, there's a blue, there's a purple. They're in there, but as they dry, they're going to get so much better. And on different angles, you'll get different effects. But see how I got cells come up? They're awesome. So I could probably make this paint slightly thicker, and not a 2-to-1 but a 1-to-1, because it did seem thinner, and I can tell by the cells getting quite large that it has the potential to be thicker if I want it to be. That's more my choice from here. But like, look how cool that is. Look at all the different colors in there. I really can't wait to see this dry. And I think that nice dark blue background is going to set it off really well. I'll try it again with the black, but I like the color a little bit more in having a different set background. Let me turn the light off and see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, you can still see it. There's still one light off onto... Where is it? I've lost my plug. Oh, there we go. There we are. I think that's awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. So like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll try and add a dried video to the end of this video, okay? All right, thanks everyone. Bye.